All right,
All right,
welcome everyone to the M6P versus the MCU. This is our first round table here, talking about all things MCU with a little bit of 616 in here. So my name is Jared. I am your co-host tonight, along with Darrin, Brad, and Rick. This is our first round table, and we're super excited. So, Darrin, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I'm Darrin. I've been working with the M6P since I think, close to 10 years now. Jared and I actually know each other. We grew up with each other for the most part, and we got in trouble talking about the X-Men cartoon and everything else in junior high. So I guess that's why I'm on the M6P, and but it works out. And I do a lot of the web stuff, and I help out with the website, and just a lot of fun. We always enjoy all the followers and everything they have to say, and like, yeah. So that's a little bit about myself. I'm also a sponsor. I own a small business, a digital marketing company, Michael Web Solutions, and yeah, that's how it all started with Muscles by Mayo over here.
Awesome, Darrin. Awesome. All right, Brad, who the heck are you?
So I have no ties to anyone, so I'm the loose cannon of the group, I guess. This is my first time ever interacting where you guys can see my face. I posted a couple of things where Jared's tried to get me to be a collaborator and stuff, and I just don't have time for that, so it's never really come to fruition. But I thought I'd grant you, this one instance. But I've been in the comic books since I was like 6 years old. My dad gave me a big long box, mostly X-Men comics, and a little bit of this guy.
Nice.
And it just kind of took off from there. Been collecting ever since, and in love with the medium and everything. So I guess that's all you wanted me to say at this point, but there'll be more later, guys, so just stay tuned.
All right, last but not least, the man himself, Rick.
Been into comics since a little kid, collected toys, I had 3D print stuff, I sell wholesale toys. I don't know what else to say. I mean, you can see the whole menagerie of toys all in my room, and
So pretty.
We appreciate the fact that you
I'm
turned
so
your camera
jealous.
so we felt worse about ourselves.
oh,
Yeah, let's take a look.
there's a
Yeah,
nice
take
little
a tour.
cabinet. Nice little cabinet
my.
there. Star Wars everywhere.
Look at Darrin.
Some Marvel Legends.
Well, like, hold on. I'm not trying to interrupt you, Rick, but like we were okay. So everyone knows we were all talking like prior to this, and like we were like, we all need cool backgrounds, and then Rick comes in, and like I thought that background that we saw a few minutes ago that no one else has seen is cool, and now he like there's millions of toys.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like everywhere.
I got helmets and hot toys and G.I. Joe.
Turn the camera. Give me Darrin his
All right, come on.
Oh, you want to see all that?
Oh,
Okay.
Statues.
Well, and the
Hey
thing
Jared,
is,
where's your glass cases at for your figures?
we'll see. But see,
Oh,
Rick
here's some Thor stuff. You can
Wow.
see it behind there.
we should just do a show of just
Don't ever
his
tell me where
room.
you live.
That's another day.
I think you guys got that kind of time.
Dude, yeah, and I told Darrin and Brad that you invited me to stay at your place when I was up in Chicago. Oh my gosh, I would have wanted to sleep in that room,
Right?
Wow.
You wouldn't have left.
No.
Jared wants his ashes scattered there.
Awesome, guys. So that's a little bit about us. We are the M6P. You might have listened to our podcast or follow us on Facebook or Instagram or any YouTube, all the social media places that the kids are doing these days. We're on it, and it's mostly because of Darrin. So thank you so much, Darrin. But we also have some sponsors. As Darrin said, MichaelWebSolutions.com is our sponsor. Darrin is the master when it comes to SEO and photo work and just getting your website or your product out there and getting people to know about it. MichaelWebSolutions.com is who you want to check out. So check them out. We're also sponsored by the marvelousbox.com. That's our blind box subscription service for all of your Marvel graphic comic needs. Check them out at themarvelousbox.com. And we're also sponsored by dcbservice.com. They're your one-stop shop for discount comic books, brand new releases up to 50% off at times. It's crazy. I don't know how they get these deals. It must be illegal, but they're still in business. So check them out at dcbservice.com. And with that, Darrin, it's all you, man.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start with WandaVision. We talked about that. I just finished it literally like a half an hour ago. And the first thing I can say is mutants. I mean, like, so there's a lot of things I'd like to discuss with that episode. And they have a ton of Easter eggs going on there. But the thing about WandaVision, and we always hear about Easter eggs, but WandaVision's really selling the Easter eggs and they're making them happen. And I think that's very, very cool. But so I would just want to hear what you guys' opinion is, like, as far like mutants. So let's go. Jared.
Yeah, so I was just I'll tell you. So I get up in the morning. I set my alarm for 6 or 6:30 in the morning. Wake up and I watch it quietly with the volume down because my wife is asleep. Then I go about my day, and then we watch it again in the evening. So I just finished my second watch, and it was better the second time because I could hear what they were saying. They're like, there's so much that happened. I didn't catch the first time. But I think my favorite part was just as they continue to explore the Marvel Cinematic Universe through the past with Wanda and Pietro, how their parents pass away, and now they see the Stark rocket, and then we see some more at the Hydra base and what exactly happened there to get her powers to kind of show up, and then she sees the Scarlet Witch like in a vision. No pun intended, right? She sees the Scarlet Witch in a vision there, and then where'd she go next? Oh, then she was in Avengers compound, and we see the start of their love, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love like that backstory stuff. I could totally do a whole series just filling in the holes from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So that for me was just like, yeah, loved it.
Awesome. Brad.
I mean, I agree with everything Jared said. I mean, I did kind of wonder because first Agatha says, you can't, I know you didn't bring somebody back from the dead, or like, I know you can't do that, whatever. And then Wanda says that you can't bring she can't bring Pietro back, but she was able to like, can I spoil things? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
So like,
no,
she
it's
just
fine.
kind of, right. So she just created Vision from scratch, complete with memories and all this other stuff, but she can't do it with Pietro. I was kind of confused by that. Hopefully they'll kind of flesh that out a little bit. But yeah, I'm a sucker for the like tying everything together in a way that you didn't see coming or expect. And I really appreciate them going back and paying the attention to detail with that they recreated shot for shot how when they were explaining why they hate Tony Stark so much in Age of Ultron, pretty much exactly how they described it is what they showed, with the rocket with Tony Stark's name on it coming in and everything. But I did not expect, like Darrin said, for her to reach out with these latent abilities that were seemingly already there, even though that was interrupted. I thought it definitely gets people interested, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. I did have a question I wanted to pose to you guys, though. So are we looking like the vision, right, of the Scarlet Witch? Do you guys think that that's some kind of I don't even know I guess I should have thought this out before I asked the question. Like, is she seeing herself from the future in that vision, or is like the Scarlet Witch now some separate entity that's like always been, and that's where chaos magic comes from, and that's what she's channeling? Or we can come back to that question because I know that Rick needs to make his statement there too. But I just wanted to pose that to you guys so we can be thinking about it.
Oh no, you guys are nailing everything that I would want to talk about. How about the theory that the rabbit, her pet rabbit, is Mephisto? Have you guys heard that?
I'm gonna get to that later too.
Okay. I'm trying not to spoil anything else too.
No,
but I mean,
no.
yeah, this was
Like
really great.
I had 10 minutes before this after I watched the episode, and I did a quick little Google search on some things I'll bring up here in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I think you guys nailed all the big plot points there. Yeah, I got nothing else.
One other Easter egg I thought was really cool was at the very end how they made Vision white. Like I was like, oh, cool. You know, that's a small thing. I'm not even a big Vision fan, but I was like, oh, I know that guy. You know.
Yeah, and like I think and that's the after credit scene, of course. Like when I saw that happen, I was just thinking, like, it's not going to be the same Vision, I don't think. Like, there's a difference. I think there's going to be a battle between the one that Wanda created in her little Hex universe and whatever. What's his name again? The guy head of Sword? I'm sorry, I forget. Hayward. There's a lot more to him, too, we haven't learned about. But, like, there's something very sinister about the new Vision that was created, I would think.
But didn't they make him out of the parts that Wanda brought back?
Yeah.
Didn't they say they rebuilt him?
Yeah, they did.
Times? So maybe there won't be a battle between the two.
Well,
Visions.
they led us to believe. I think maybe I'm just a fifth grader or something, but they led us to believe that she had stolen Vision's body, right, and then given it new life.
Yeah.
But it turns out that's not the case, right? So I think that there's every possibility that's what's going to happen. But I was wondering if you guys thought, because one of the things that I don't like is what me and my cousin used to call cop-out villains. Okay, so and maybe that's bad terminology, but a villain who basically like they can just escape every time because of the nature of their character, and that's what Ultron is, right? So every time I would read an issue of Ultron, anything when I was a kid, I just flip to the back and see where they beat him, and oh look, there's his face in a TV screen or something because he transferred his consciousness. It's like, do you think that the new Vision, this other Vision, is actually going to have Ultron's consciousness in it?
I had never thought of that, but actually that makes sense just because they've alluded to Ultron so much and like throughout the series, and like, yeah, but that'd be very interesting. And in the comics, Ultron always comes back, so why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So did you guys read the original West Coast Avengers when Vision became white as opposed to green and yellow? When he was torn apart, and then when they put him back together, he was white, and he was like null and void of a personality. And so it kind of created a lot of issues between him and Wanda and the other Avengers, because it was like their friend that they knew, but then when he came back, they looked at the same body, but it wasn't the same person inside. So I thought that was I think that's the analogy that they're kind of taking from the comics into the MCU. And the scratch thing, I think, Darrin, you and I are on the same page. Do you want to tell them, maybe fill people in about who Scratch is in the comics?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One quick. Can you guys still see me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
And it's gorgeous, Darrin. Look at that shadow, that 5 o'clock shadow.
Well, I am a working professional.
I mean, look at this. I haven't shaved in like 4 days. Look, I got like 1, 2, it's like 3 hairs.
1 second. Sorry, guys. Keep talking. Give me a second.
It's because it's all coming out the back of your head.
Yeah.
It's in my blood. You're loosen the bun up.
Yeah, it's feeling tight, man. Yeah, like there are so many Easter eggs, like, Darrin is pulling up, just from like even, episode 1 to now. It just seems like if you know your stuff and if you're not even watching the main show, you're just looking in the background. Like for the Halloween episode, it was like I was for sure I was going to see a kid in like a Wolverine costume. I was for sure. I didn't see one.
Yeah. But I rewound all of it like 4 times. I was like, there's got to be something here.
Or
so,
like episode. The last episode at the circus where the girl is on the bike with the wheels and she's dressed in yellow and red and she has wings everybody's like, "Yep, Phoenix is in the MCU. It's Jean Grey," but it wasn't.
We appreciate your enthusiasm, guys.
So obviously, I've actually, from what I'm reading online and everything, I'm hearing that I thought it was Sparky. Is it Sparky or Scratch?
Scratch.
Sparky
yeah.
was the dog, wasn't it?
Sparky, yeah. Yes, no, yeah, Sparky. So is the rabbit Scratch? Did I miss that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the rabbit's Mr. Scratch.
Well, it's the same thing. Whatever. Look at the color and patterns on both animals; they're the same thing. I've read a lot that that's actually Agatha's son,
Nicholas.
Yeah.
Nicholas
in the
Scratch.
comics. Yeah, in the comics he is, right?
Yeah.
Scratch is her son. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think. So what's that leading to? You guys' thoughts?
We haven't seen Agatha's husband, but she keeps talking about him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Also, another little
Which
fun
that could be
fact.
Mephisto.
I'm sorry.
Which that could easily be Mephisto too. You know.
That's true. So, like, while at the Hydra facility, Wanda watches the Brady Bunch episode in this last one. The episode appears to be season 1's Kitty Carey, All is Missing. When Cindy Brady's beloved Kitty Carey all goes missing, she thinks her brother Bobby stole her. The Bradys have a trial on everything, but it turns out the Brady's dog Tiger actually took Kitty Carey all along. Perhaps that's why Agatha needed Sparky out of the way. Dogs are unpredictable.
I don't know. Rick, what do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, I like the theory that maybe Mephisto is her husband because she kept alluding to him. I was really kind of thinking that Pietro was going to be her son, that they were going to be like, oh, and he's playing along with the game. Any thoughts on the book that we've seen? Some people were saying that that book that she has down in her like little lair is the missing one from Doctor Strange in the vault with all the books chained up.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
I had not heard that.
Maybe Agatha is like an agent of Dormammu. If that's the case, you know what I mean?
Wow. See, I guess I thought it was just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of the Darkhold from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because the book looks totally different and a lot cooler, but that was my guess.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting too that she brought up the protection spell, the same one that Strange brought up in Infinity War when he was protecting the Time Stone. That was a similar spell, and that's why Scarlet Witch's powers did not work in that certain realm. I believe that's the same thing. She mentioned the protection spell. I think that's what Strange called it in Infinity War.
This is why we got to do this, because I watched the episode twice and I didn't get some of this stuff.
So that's why, yeah, she was like powerless in that certain. There was a protection spell in there that Agatha had put. I don't know. I think that's what she called it. Again, I just watched the episode, but it just reminded me of the Infinity War when Strange is fighting the evil wizard, and he says it's a basic spell, but it's quite unbreakable. Yeah.
But she also referenced rune stones too, right? Wasn't that more of like Thor era?
Right.
The hood.
The
Oh,
hood.
no, that's Norn.
That's the Norn stones, which they're still runes. They're still runes. But yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, like is there's a
That's
tie in
Guardian
there?
magic.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna set her up to be the big bad, like tinkering and a lot of different things.
At first, and this was just my hopeful, youthful exuberance. So when I first saw the person who ended up being Agatha's mother, I thought it might have been like the Enchantress or something, some other magical person who didn't want Agatha to be a contender. And I was like, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? But it was just her mom. So,
Just mom. Way to go, mom. Loser.
Yeah.
You died.
Support me, mom.
just homicidal mom.
So how do you think, so we only have one episode. Like, how do we bring this all together? What in the world? Is it like a 4-hour last episode?
I had heard that the last episode was going to be a full hour, but I can't even tell you where I heard that from. It's top secret.
feel like-
It's classified.
I feel like there's still so much unanswered. Like it's
Mhm.
like it's going to be tough to cram that into, what
I
they're
agree.
working with.
Yeah, I agree.
And does it leave it off on we're gonna maybe have another season, or is this the plot point move towards something else? Like they just leave us hanging till like the next movie or
I
the
thought-
next TV series?
Correct me if I'm sure Jared knows. I thought that this was only scheduled for one season. Like,
Yeah,
there
that's
hadn't-
what I think too.
Like there hadn't been any talks of WandaVision season 2, which I thought was pretty, that's fine because then they can just take Wanda and Vision and add them to something else once this concludes, and then that becomes the new thing, whether it's another Avengers movie or whatever. But
Yeah, and I think Rick was on point with what he's saying. Like, so this is going to be a plot point to something else, and I think it's going to connect to a lot of the other MCU series on Disney Plus, the same way the MCU movies connect. How they do this remains to be unseen because I keep getting blown away by WandaVision. So,
Yeah, just like when you think, like I felt a couple times like I got it figured out, and then it's totally something different. Like every flipping episode, I'm like, what? That's not what was supposed to happen. This was supposed to happen. I was fully expecting this episode like to end with like Doctor Strange portals, and we'd see like the multiverse of the Fox universe and the multiverse of the like Tobey Maguire universe. I was for sure like this was going to end with that or like mutants. Yeah. And it didn't.
honestly, I would have hated that. If I'm being honest. I mean, maybe I'm the only one, but I would have hated that.
Well, wasn't the second Doctor Strange movie supposed to be heavily with the Scarlet Witch?
yeah,
That's what the
she's
rumor
gonna,
was
yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
mean, that might
multiverse
just
in the
walk
title.
right into that.
And also, Doctor Strange is in Spider-Man 3, so that's something to think about too. And I think that ties in with I think WandaVision setting up the whole like the multiverse, like for sure. And mutants, and who knows what they're doing. There's so much going on in this episode, or this series. It's hard to tell. And again, with what they have left to work with, cramming in like how much more story, at least as an audience member, I feel they have to cram into. I don't know how they're going to do it, but
Well,
I believe they can.
does WandaVision even end with Wanda still being the hero? Do we see a complete change? And is maybe she the villain for Doctor Strange too?
Yeah.
I don't know.
These are the questions.
Agatha's apprentice.
Well, you know what was interesting? Because Agatha was like, I spent all these years trying to turn a cicada into a bird, and and you are like doing the crown molding. How? What? I thought that was a cool line. I
Yeah.
paraphrased.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys think Agatha's all that bad? Like, I think like she certainly like has motives that are self-serving, obviously, but like I think that's her main focus. I don't think she's necessarily evil in the scope of like what they're doing in this show.
So she wants to learn that power for her own good, not for just bad.
Yeah,
Like,
she's selfish. She wants the power for herself, but I think ultimately Hayward's going to come in with a lot of stuff we're not seeing yet and be the main villain. I mean, think about like when how they covered up or they changed how Scarlet, she never went after Vision's body like we were led to believe and everything, but like at the same time, Hayward in that last episode was coaxing her to, and it was very subtle, and I thought that was very interesting. Like there's something more to him, and there's a lot going to happen with Hayward, I think.
he's a scroll.
Maybe he's Mephisto. Maybe they're all Mephisto.
Everybody's Mephisto. I've heard the rabbit's Mephisto. I mean,
Awesome. Well, Darrin, do you want to move on, or do we have some more with WandaVision?
one more thing, and like this really intrigued me on the scene where it's like one of the flashbacks, and Vision and Wanda are first sitting on the bed together and they're watching that show like you referenced a little while ago. There's one point in that shot where Vision looks directly at the camera and he acknowledges the audience. Do you guys know he does that? And it's right after they're talking about some of the deep emotions with Wanda and Pietro and everything. But he looks directly at the camera And he goes, or something close to that. I probably made it a little bit more than that, but no, he looks directly at the camera. And I thought, well, I mean, they don't do that for no reason. There's a reason he looked at the camera, and I have no clue what that is.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I missed that.
Oh, I gotta find it now. Go back.
Show us
He looks directly at the camera.
Show us again, Darrin. Do it for us.
Well, all right. I don't have a pink face.
One other Easter
I
egg.
think he goes like this. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but go back and look. I'm serious. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it again.
I'm using my right eye.
It's like that, like. And I actually had to go back and double check.
It was really cool how. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just had to go back and double check that he did do it for sure. So
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just thought it was cool. Like you guys probably remember, like the House of M cover where, like the Scarlet Witch is kind of coming apart and pixelating, you know, and those are the exact shapes that it was using to create the house around her. Like that was probably my favorite Easter egg, you know, because I'm not really a Scarlet Witch fan. I think she's more of a plot device than a character. But that was a neat piece of you know, a nod to other people who he's going to find it for us.
Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah.
Look at all those books behind Jared, and he knew exactly which one to go to and where it was.
He's a master of his craft.
All right. That's a good segue then. Let's do some trivia. So we're going to do some Marvel trivia, okay? We've got this Marvel trivia card game here. The trivia game goes from Marvel from like 1939 to 2001 or 2002, I believe. The questions are ranked by how hard they are, okay? From a 1 to 5. This is how we're going to play, okay? First person to 15 wins, all right? But you get to choose what category you want each time. So if you choose 1, I'll ask you a question worth 1 point. If you get it right, you get 1 point. If you pick 5, you get it right, you get 5 points. Got it? So it's kind of like a gamble. You have to see how good you think you are, all right? Rick looks ready. He cannot wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to go
He's
first.
digging his heels in.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Brad, what you want?
Let me start off with a 3.
Okay. What other superhero did Hawkeye turn into for a while?
Ronan.
So this is till books that came out in 2002.
2002.
Yes. So
I mean, don't be so like pompous about it, Jared. Jeez.
Oh, I was trying to be nice.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
You idiot. What is it? Ronan.
Yeah. Shoot, I'm drawing a blank on that. Wasn't much of a Hawkeye follower.
Who is really?
Yeah.
It was Goliath.
Now that you say that, I'm like, oh yeah, duh.
Right? He had like those, no shirt, but he just had like suspenders around his armpit. It was very weird. All right, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with a 2.
All right. Who runs the Daily Bugle?
J. Jonah Jameson.
All right, Rick, you got 2 points.
For my
gotta keep-
board.
Suck it, Brad.
Thanks, Brad Ronan.
Oh, my shame.
All right, Darrin.
I'm gonna go 2.
All right. Where did the Taskmaster grow up?
Really?
That's a 2?
That's a 2?
Man. Exact street names.
Rhode Island.
New York.
Dang.
New
Almost
York.
close.
I was about to say, Darrin, I was about to tell you, just say New York. You cover like half the Marvel.
All right, Ronan, you're up. Which one?
Let me try another 3.
Okay. Oh, who is Doctor Strange's faithful servant?
Wong.
There you go. All right, Rick.
Well, I'll go 3.
How did Donald Blake transform into Thor?
Mm.
Didn't he swing his cane around?
Do we give him credit, Brad?
Since this is the first time I've ever met Rick, I don't want to leave a bad taste in his mouth, so I'll say he can have it.
All right. Yeah, he would bang it on the ground.
On the ground, yeah.
Yeah.
I was being funny. I was.
All right. So Rick, you got 6. Brad, you have 3. Darrin, it's your turn to get on the board.
All right, let's go 1.
Who is Thor's father?
Odin.
Yes. All right.
Woo!
Everybody's on. Brad,
Let's keep it with those 3s.
who was Multiple Man's best friend on X Factor? We got dead air.
Hmm. I only read the one X book. I don't know, strong guy.
Yes.
There you go.
Very good. Darrin is ready to jump through the computer. All right. Rick,
I'll go 3 again.
what is Daredevil's father's name?
Jack.
Yep, Badland Jack Murdoch. All right, Darrin,
All right, I gotta step it up 3.
3. What are Venom and Carnage's weaknesses? There are 2.
Ultrasonic noises. I don't know the second. I wish I
Well,
did.
Then you get half a point. How about, so you get 1 point. Sound and fire. Fire.
Oh, I knew that.
I knew you
I was gonna
did. I
say
knew you
cheese.
knew it. I knew that Darrin knew that. All right. Brad,
Let me go with a 4 this time.
where was Hercules born?
I wouldn't say New York if I were you.
Greece. No. Say Rhode Island.
Because I actually really love Hercules, so I don't want to miss this. But I don't know, Greece.
Greece. Yes.
Okay.
I said that to be funny.
I thought it was going to be like super specific, like they wanted the house or something, you know.
Yeah. Like 1, 2,
House
3
number.
Cherry Lane.
Right.
All right. So what are your points? What do you guys have?
I thought you were keeping
Yeah,
track of that, Darrin.
Yeah, come
Jared.
on.
No, I told you guys to keep track of your own points.
I have 1.
I
No,
think
Darrin,
I'm
you
at-
got
I
fire.
think after that question, I think I'm at 10 because I got 2 3s and a 4.
Well, now what's 10?
It's a
I don't know
complexion.
that number.
It's a tan.
10? Sorry, Brad. I didn't know what that
I
number
hate it
was.
here. I'm out of here.
All right, Rick. What do you have? How many points do you have?
I got 8.
All right, your turn.
I'll go with a 3.
What what is the Silver Surfer's power?
This is like cosmic energy, right?
Yep, the power cosmic. Good
Yeah.
job. Darrin.
Sweet surfing moves.
I want a number 4 question like that one. Come on. All right, number 4.
You want a 4?
No.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Which beautiful blonde agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. is in love with Captain America?
I know her name too, and I just forgot it. So many Marvel characters. I know who she is.
I know you do.
Something Carter.
Yes.
Give me
Which
half a
Carter?
point. Give me 2 points.
Okay, 2 points. It's Sharon.
Thank you. Ah, that's what I was gonna say.
All right, Brad. What do you have? Did you say you have 10 points? Did we lose Brad? Oh, there he is. Okay.
He's lagging.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, sorry, I was. You guys all sounded like Transformers there for a minute, so I switched to my phone's hotspot. So, all right. So, geez, let me get another 3.
All right. What is Kazar the guardian of?
Rick knows.
You're probably talking about the character I care least about in the entire Marvel universe. I don't know. Is it like the Quantum Bands or something?
The Savage Land.
Ah, but it's cat.
Oh, I thought you said Quasar.
Oh, well, then I can repeat the question, okay?
Wait, did you say it wrong?
No, I said Kazar,
Oh, gotcha.
not
I thought you
Quasar.
said Quasar.
No, sir, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I think it's that tan was stuck on my tongue and it made me say things weird. I'm sorry. All right, so what, you picked a 3? Is that what you said?
Oh, I get another shot. Okay, yeah, go ahead, 3.
Who is Jessica Drew?
It seems like a pretty general question. I mean, she's a defender. She's the wife of Luke Cage. Oh, no, she's not.
Jessica
I
Drew.
don't know how I want this question answered. So
No, Jessica Drew is Spider-Woman.
You're overthinking it.
who am I? I'll think Jessica Jones. Man. Move on. Go with someone else. I was thinking of Jessica Jones. I'm sorry.
You just gotta, hey, look, you gotta stop and negotiate the points with what you have with Jared, like I've been doing.
Right. All right, Rick. How many points do you have?
I got 12. So I'll
12.
go for
All right.
3.
What number? You want 3?
3.
All right. How did Logan get his adamantium?
From the Weapon X project.
You
Or
are
program.
correct. You are correct. We have a winner. Woo! Yay, good job. That
Thank
was
you.
fun.
Yeah. Can't believe I won.
Do you want to give a speech or anything?
No, I'll just wait for my award in the mail.
Okay. It'll be in your
You're
next
gonna be
Marvel
waiting a
spot.
while.
My Squirrel Girl M6P box.
You know it. Next month they go out, man.
Other than the M6P box, that's the worst prize ever.
Well, thanks for coming. We will go ahead and do our sponsors one more time. We're sponsored by Darrin right there in the blue shirt, michaelwebsolutions.com for all your SEO and marketing needs. Sponsored by themarvelousbox.com for $25 a quarter. You get a ton of Marvel graphic novels worth over $100 shipped to your front door. Also, dcbservice.com for all of your discount comic book needs, whether Marvel or those other companies. They'll get you a really good discount on all of your stuff. And Darrin, do you want to show everybody your shirt?
Yeah. So this is an M6P original, and it's highly customizable. Sorry for the dance. But definitely, we have a lot of great products, t-shirts wise, like you can customize them, add your own colors. And this design was made by, was it your niece, Jared?
Yeah, my niece designed that one for us.
And it's fire. Look at that.
You can get those on TeePublic. You go to TeePublic and do a search for the M6P.
And there's a lot more on TeePublic than just this shirt. There's all kinds of cool stuff. Jared's come up with some great designs. Check them out, guys. You know, everything you purchase for the M6P helps support us and future endeavors. So,
and Darrin came up with some cool shirts too. He was in charge of our Just Do It line, which was fantastic. It was really cool. And Brad and Rick, thank you guys so much for joining us for the first M6P versus MCU. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
it was awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.